Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. This week is another cooking video where I make chickpea balls and some broccoli pasta. So I really hope you like it. Some things I might do different in the future. It's probably better to do it with the broccoli pasta in a smaller batch. Because the broccoli is a little mushy, but I still like it, and I think it's still good. But if you like your broccoli a little crisper, you might want to do a smaller batch and maybe quick blanch it in water and then pull them out so they stay nice and tender. So I really hope you like this video, and well, here we go. Okay, so as you can see here, I start off with opening 4 cans of chickpeas, and at first I added them to a bowl and I was gonna mash them by hand. But, as you will see here in a minute, I kind of get impatient and frustrated. So I give up on trying to mash them by hand, and I switched over to using a food processor. I don't know why I did it this way the first time, but it's so much easier if you have a food processor. But all you do is you just add them to your processor, and then put on the lid, and you just hit the switch and let the blade do the work for you. But you want to break it down as much as you can, get it down into as much of a fine, mealy consistency as you can. And once you get there, dump it back into your bowl. Now, here is where I really screwed up. I somehow lost the footage for this next part, but you dump it into the bowl, and what I do is I did a combination of Italian breadcrumbs and some cornmeal. Added that to the bowl. See, I don't have any measurements. I just do it all by my eyes. So I just add it to what looks right to me, and then I add a bunch of spices, some dried oregano, some dried parsley, salt and pepper, Italian blend herbs that has thyme and rosemary and stuff like that. I add it together with 2 whole eggs, and then I mix it all together by hand until it's a dough consistency. Also remember that you need to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. That will help bake the chickpea balls into a nice golden brown. I use 2 cookie sheets and spray them down with cooking spray. This is olive oil cooking spray, and form them in size balls that you prefer. Yeah, and they don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be neat. Just smash them up into balls that you want and line them up. are all formed into balls and your oven is preheated, I do another coat of spray on top to help get that golden brown color that is really nice. Okay, so once they're all formed and spray them and the oven is preheated to 425, just add them to your oven and I bake them for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, they should be finished cooking, and pull them out of the oven and they have a nice golden brown. That's the chickpea balls. They're not too difficult, so don't be afraid to try. Okay, so for the broccoli pasta, I start off with peeling the skins off of how many cloves of garlic you want. These are pretty good sized garlic, so I did 3, but peel the skins and mince them up as finely as you can. Okay, so once you're pretty much got them all minced up, move them off to the side, and the next is you're gonna peel an onion. Once you get the onion skins peeled off, then I do a dice chop on the onions, and okay, so once you get that all chopped up, here I am using my big pot that I like to cook in, because as you know, I cook for a big batch to last a whole week, so it's a good amount, and that's it. It holds what I need. So what I do is I just add some olive oil to the pot and let it warm up, and then I added the garlic and the onion to it. Let it saute a little bit until it gets translucent. Okay, so next I'm going to add the broccoli. As you can see here, I'm using frozen bird's eye broccoli florets. I've had them on counter thawing out a little bit, but they're still a little frozen. But I do 2 bags, which is quite a lot, so you got to be patient, because I put 1 bag in and then I let it cook down, and once there was some room, I added the 2nd bag, and then once there's some room again after the 2nd bag, I added 3 tins of diced tomatoes. But this is where, like at the beginning of this video, where I said you might want to do smaller batches because the broccoli gets really kind of mushy. I like it still, but it would be better to if it was more tender. So here I'm adding some salt, and then next, of course, is gonna be some oregano leaves, dried, and no measurements as always. Just go to your own taste, what looks right to you. And the next is gonna be some black pepper. And as you can see, I like a lot of black pepper. And then some parsley leaves. And in a moment here, you'll see that I also add this Italian seasoning blend that has rosemary and thyme, and it still has some more oregano and parsley, but I mainly added for the rosemary and thyme, and it's got some other stuff in it that I don't remember how much of what is in it. It's a nice thing to add, and I mix it all together. Okay, so once it's at this stage, I turn off the oven, the burner, because it's done cooking, and I put them into two separate bowls because of quantity, and then I use the same pot. I bring up some boiling water to a boil in the same pot, and when it's ready, I add the white egg noodles. And so when the pasta's done, I add it to the broccoli and tomato mixture that I had in the two bowls. I only add some extra virgin olive oil. It looks like a lot, but that's a lot of pasta. So you don't, I like to keep it simple. You could add some vinegar, red wine vinegar, or maybe some lemon juice. I didn't, but do it to your taste. There's definitely some things that I might have add to the pasta in the future that would have made it better. Maybe some smoked paprika or cayenne pepper. So this is one of those where it's no set rules. Do what you want. Okay, so now we're done. It's all mixed together, and enjoy. You add the chickpea balls to the top of each time I use bowls, but I thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you all so much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.